By Manchester United. Peter Schmeichel, the United goalkeeper, denied Blackburn with several fine saves. Chelsea's Graham Stewart scored the goal which beat Coventry, who started the day in third place. Les Ferdinand's late winner for QPR against Leeds moves then up to third. And Ian Wright scored Arsenal's first but later went off injured during the victory over Everton. So at the top of the table, Blackburn are level on points with Norwich, who play Liverpool tomorrow. Arsenal's victory takes them up to fourth, Coventry drop to fifth. In the Barclays League First Division, Newcastle lost for the first time this season at home to Grimsby. Defeat today means they've missed the chance to break Reading's record of 13 consecutive wins from the start of the season. Newcastle, who'd won their previous 11 games, couldn't quite find the target today. And when their strikers did find themselves with scoring opportunities, Grimsby's defenders, including on-loan keeper Dave Besant, denied them a goal. Their misery was complete when Jim Dobbins sealed a 1-0 victory for Grimsby with a goal just 1 minute from time. At the baseball ground, Derby County and Charlton Athletic took part in a 7-goal thriller. Derby eventually won the game 4-3, with Paul Simpson scoring their decisive fourth goal. In the B&Q Scottish Premier League, Paul McStay scored Celtic's second goal as they beat Airdrie 2-0 at Parkhead. Celtic stay in second place in the Premier Division table behind Rangers, who play tomorrow against Aberdeen in the Skull Cup final.
And finally, a reminder that the clocks go back an hour tonight, an extra hour's sleep. That's all from the newsroom, from Helen and me. Good night.
Good evening. Some wet and very windy weather on the way to many parts of the country. There's the culprit. This particular area of low pressure is going to deepen like mad and rush across the middle of the country. You can see the way it was at the middle of today, and that's been developing all the while. Quite a swirl in that cloud, indicating, if nothing else, some really strong winds brewing up, and it's all heading our way. Already on the radar, you can see the first of the rain moving into Ireland, into the southwest of the country, very nicely on time as far as the computer is concerned, and this wet, windy weather works its way right the way across many parts during the course of the night as it heads up towards Scotland, southern uplands, into the North Pennines. Some of that rain may well be turning to sleet or snow. Further north than that, it's going to be a jolly cold night. Sky staying fairly clear, so a widespread frost there. Temperatures in the south, though, eventually rising as that wind and rain comes along. Now there's that area of low pressure tomorrow, so more than anything it is certainly going to give us some very windy weather. Just look at these gales, or even severe gales, pushing across many southern parts and then eventually swinging in to the west as well. So certainly some quite windy weather to come, and it's going to be wet with it in many parts, some fairly heavy rain to begin with. It won't be long though before the rain moves away from the south to be replaced by blustery showers, but I think it's going to be quite a while before the rain, and even over the hills some further sleet or snow, eventually clears away from the more northern parts of the country. The far north, that's most of Scotland, staying bright with a scattering of wintry showers. Now in the south, temperatures should recover quite nicely, but it's going to be another cold day in the north.
Sunday evening on BBC One, and at 7:15 they're back.
You think a bloke could get a bit of sympathy? Sometimes a bloke needs a gentle female hand.
And sometimes a bloke needs a gentle female boot to bring him to his senses.
At 7:45, how high is the price of love?
Are you having an affair?
We love each other.
And what effect will that have on the business, Evie?
That is all you ever think about, your precious House of Elliot.
At 8:40, Birds of a Feather.
Louise.
It's an OAP from Fame. You look like Sylvester Stallone's mum.
Hello, Mr. Floyd?
Yes?
I've come to talk to you about your haunted trousers.
At 9:25, Screen 1, and Harry's in a bit of bother.
I've got to be quick, there's a couple of murderers in my flat. You won't have time for a cup of tea, then.
Laughs, Love and Haunted Trousers for Sunday on One.
Match of the Day at 11:15 tonight features all the goals from today's games in the Premier League. First on BBC One, it's a big day in the pampered life of an African prince. Eddie Murphy stars as the fabulously wealthy Prince Akeem, coming to America.